The night lay waste to all we'd given, but honestly, you've gotta know that this ain't living. But we could run from Elysium and let it burn, let it burn. You've gotta know that nothing lasts forever.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
On the outside, contact made. 56 slides in at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even. Give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
can't believe the night lay waste to all we'd given. But honestly, you've gotta know that this ain't living. But we could run from Elysium and let it burn, let it burn. You've gotta know that nothing lasts forever.
Welcome everybody to Apex Racing TV for the BSR MX5 Showdown. It's the final meeting of the season, and we do have to confess that we did make a little bit of a boob in the first race. We didn't provide you with any commentary. I assure you we were commentating, but yeah, myself and Alex Simpson, we didn't realise. So apologies for that. However, Alex, it was an exciting race, mate, and yeah, the reverse grid in play should be.
It was a great
chaotic,
race. It was the best commentary we've ever done. What can I say as well? How typical is that? But yeah, no, it was a good race. Full reverse grid, of course, and yeah, Holmes took it by Nat's whisker at the end.
Indeed, he did. And Stuart Atkinson is now on pole position, with Adam McNally second, Greg Giles third, Mark King fourth, Craig Jones fifth, Cal Hardy sixth, Adam Broughton Grant seventh, John Roberts eighth, Michael Barry ninth, and Nathan Davis in 10th. Now, Alex, you do have the updated points, I believe, after race 1.
I do, yes. So McIntyre is still leading the way, 47 points ahead of Kip Stevens. Then it's Brian Holmes on 84 points from the leader. And then McNally is in 4th, John Roberts in 5th. So that's pretty much as they were from round 24. So
Right.
And
Excellent.
Youth Energy, My Little Pony, Momo, Boosted. The teams haven't changed at all. So
There we
yeah,
go.
there's no change. So it's almost the same as it was.
Right, we're just about ready for the start then. Lancing grid, so it's going to be a difficult getaway for these drivers. What do Atkinson do? Green light is on and synchronised drifting from all the drivers as they struggle with the gravity of this banking. And Atkinson down to 3rd actually. Greg Giles made a great start. Almost alongside Adam McNally. McNally will be looking for a better start than he did in the previous races.
Oh, no.
Involved in a contact. There's somebody off there. It's Nathan Davis has been turned around. Somebody with a rejoin, which is a bit sketchy, but I think.
Oh, someone's over. Someone's over. But actually, out the way.
Oh,
Not
4
too
wide.
bad.
4 wide in the middle of the pack as well. Atkinson from McNally, then it's Giles, then King, then Roberts, and then Carl Hardy. I think that is in number 16. Yes, it is. Oh, off. And Giles is off. I don't know what happened.
Buries himself into the Armco as well, so big problem for him. Got going again? Yes, he has. Car looks damaged. Oh, someone else went off as well. It's Evdoka. And he can't continue. He's out.
Oh, John Roberts up the inside of Carl Hardy. That's a good move there by the former BSR TC champion.
Doesn't get the drive off the corner, does he? So he loses a little bit of momentum. But, of course, with the slipstream, he'll get it back.
Still got through, though, mate. That's all that matters. Good move there by John Roberts. He's right behind his teammate Atkinson. Now it's King versus McNally at the front.
And those boosted cars. I was looking at the wrong one.
There we go. King's through. King into the lead. Oh. He's a bit sideways through the chicane, though.
Yeah, somebody else a bit sideways on the exit there as well.
Oh, Broughton
Might have been
Grant's
Head. No, it wasn't
trouble.
Hedgecock. Who was it? It was slow
Broughton
there.
Grant, isn't it? He's losing positions hand over fist, Alex. It
Yeah.
must be Broughton Grant.
Yeah.
But look at the top 4.
Oh my.
But McNally in the middle, Atkinson in the pink car, King in the orange car, and Roberts in the green car.
Yeah, we saw some 3 wide in the last race.
Might get
I
a
dare
4
say we're
here.
going to see a whole bunch more of it this time.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
actually get.
Oh, very late on the brakes.
Oh, no.
Not McNally understeers into Atkinson. Atkinson's around. Pole sitter dropping all the way down. Roberts is going around the outside of McNally. He's surely going to get contacted. No, he isn't. He almost hits Mark King. Oh, and have the Youth Energy cars hit each other? They have.
And Hefford was around as well. Pretty much exactly like what we saw 3 or 4 cars do in the last race. Just losing it coming out of turn 1.
A bit careless as teammates to get caught up together. What McNally did with the green Youth Energy car. It's Lee Deemer up from 12th on the grid to 3rd. Oh, it might be 2nd. He's oversteering on the way into the corner, but just about keeps it. Carl Hardy in 4th. He's up 2 positions. Chris Daines making gains. And 12 of them. 17th on the grid. Johnny Brandon has made a good start as well. He's up to 6th place. Sorry. He was 21st at the start, and McNally, and side by side with Stelin Chepelevsky.
Yeah, good.
Started 26th.
I was about to say that's a great start from Stellion. I mean, that's just 2 laps. Well, 1 and a bit.
Brilliant start. Now we're going to see it all fanning out here.
Yeah, Deemer and Roberts, they're the closest. Oh, someone wants to make it 3 wide.
Oh my word.
We could actually get 4 wide if we wanted to down that straight.
Oh!
But,
Daines and Roberts.
A little bit of
They're
contact
not giving
there.
up. Oh, and the leader spun. The leader spins. Lee Deemer, just as he got the lead, is when he just lost the lead. Roberts and Daines were being very stubborn with each other. Not very smart driving there, really. And Chepelevsky's at the top line now, along with Max Wright. They're trying to make it 3 wide. They are making it 3 wide. PC Plods in the middle of it as well. David Waldock, Alex, and now we've got the Daytona drafting pack, haven't we?
I was about to say, this looks proper NASCAR racing now, doesn't it? So.
That's the Daytona 500 here. And in recent years, it's been that top line that's been the best, but the difference between this and the Daytona 500 is they don't... Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Hardy! Hardy is broken, and he could be out. That's not very delightful at all for him.
Yeah, that's it. Well and truly out.
Oh, dear me. Well, of all the places you could end up, mate, that's not the one you wanted. Not the one. He's out of the race.
That one would have hurt, you know?
Oh, it would have done, dear me.
That one could have hurt in the sim as well, depending on what steering wheel system you've got. When you whack something like that with a
direct drive,
nice direct drive, yeah, you're going to feel it.
It was a bit Daytona 500, and then I was going to say the difference between them is they don't have to brake down to 50 miles an hour in the Daytona 500, do they, at any point? But doing that this time was what did for Carl Hardy. John Roberts just behind Anwar Smith, and then in front of him is Kip Stevens, who somehow got into the top. What's that? 8th place for him, started 19. Oh, he's got a great slipstream. Look at this slipstream by Stevens, Alan.
Yeah, great run. I'm just having a look at the point situation.
He may get the Youth Energy car who blocks him. Oh, he's going to miss the corner now.
Yeah, he'll get away. Oh, who's down in the background around? Oh, they're all spinning. And Stevens is one of them.
Alex, you could see that coming a mile off.
Yeah.
He was always going to hit Mark King there.
And McIntyre, of course, goes back ahead of him now. There he is. McIntyre, 14th place currently.
What's the points difference now, Alex?
Was 47 points now. Holmes 84 points behind. So where is Holmes? Holmes just took the lead, so he's trying to give it everything he can in the final. How is Holmes
in the lead?
I don't know either. That was just like suddenly appeared there.
How on earth is Holmes in the lead? Dear me,
28th places, yeah.
28th on the grid. I thought Johnny Brandon will be thinking, I made a good start here, and suddenly there's another idiot who's in front of him who's done even better. Stalin Chepelevsky's up 23 places. My phone's going crazy, just like this race. Apologies for that. But yeah, you've got a big battle for the lead now, though. And it's 3 of the best drivers in the series, Alex. Let's make no bones about this. They're going to go to battle for the last 4 laps. I don't think anyone's catching this lot, do you?
No, I think they're away now. That 4.3 seconds. He can stick his lights on that.
Oh, what a good
on the
run
PC
by
Plod car, but he's not going to catch him up.
What a good run by Johnny Brandon out of that hairpin.
Comes back to the inside.
Really good traction did Brandon, and again, look at that. It's beautiful drive off the corner, Alex. That's really nice to see. Oh, there's a crash. I can hear it. What is it? What is it and where is it? Might be a non-offensive crash. It might just be a small contact. I can hear it a mile away though on the live footage. Here we go then. For the race win now. This is Holmes, Brandon, Chepelevsky. They're going to be side by side. With the bus stop chicane. Brandon is through. Split on the brakes there and paid off for him. Stalin Chepelevsky just watching and waiting, really. A moment, but I imagine Alex, he might get involved just a little bit as we come through NASCAR Turn 4.
Yeah, I think so.
Using the gravity again, look. That momentum. Oh, he's going to shove Brandon, and he's going to go through at the same time, is he? Can he shove Brandon through and make a path for himself? That's the plan, I guess, isn't it? Going to go up the inside?
Yeah, he just poked his nose, had a little look, didn't he? But didn't do anything with it in the end. But just takes Holmes out of the picture.
At least for a couple of corners. Now Stellion goes to the outside. This hairpin. Holmes having a little sniff, but really close enough to profit from it. That is nice from Stellion Chepelevsky, isn't it? All the way around the outside, and the commitment on that inside line to ensure that he stayed ahead of Brandon. Absolutely outstanding work. Here comes Holmes again. I feel like we're going to see this for about the next 6.5 minutes, Alex.
Yeah, I think so. Sorry, mate. I've spotted another technical glitch that we were having right now as well. Just trying to correct as well.
I'm sure.
It's been a night of them.
Indeed. To the top line goes Holmes. Might be 2 technical glitches, potentially. As round the outside goes Holmes. Some people will be watching the race thinking it's a glitch that Brian Holmes is in the lead, but he has made up 27 positions. Chepelevsky's brave on the brakes as well. Holmes just loses out actually on the exit. Holmes, of course, trying to get these points back on Jack McIntyre, who leads the way. McIntyre's made a decent start, Alex. Not a wonderful start by any means, but 9 positions gained is still very, very good. And here comes Brandon again. Holmes now covering off 2 drivers behind. That's to defend his position. The last 2 laps looked like it maybe wasn't going to work in race 1, but contact between Chepelevsky and Baxter meant that Holmes managed to sneak the win. Could happen again, Alex, really. Similar circumstances.
I think so.
Just Brandon instead of Baxter.
I'm still just trying to sort this last little glitch out.
Oh, sorry, mate.
And it looks like one of the boosted cars just went off in the background. Yeah, I think we've had a bit of a disaster today, because I think that X-Split's picked up the wrong stream link as well. It's streaming out to the Pro Series link and not the MX5, so this is why people are not tuning in right now.
That'll be why the iRacing Live link doesn't work then.
This is why the iRacing Live link doesn't work as well, so we've absolutely had a mare tonight.
It is.
So I need to get that updated for Thursday as well, because they'll stream to the wrong one again.
You can tell it's been a long day, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it's been a mare today.
Indeed. And I don't normally see the time of the morning I was up this morning. Which means, of course, in the evening, it means it's quite difficult. But Brian Holmes, I tell you what, he stretched out a little bit. It's not going to be anywhere near enough that he needs. Does prove that he has good pace in that car. The bus stop chicane on lap 6, and we've just got one more lap to go at the end of this one. And have they just eased off, Alex, in order to maybe get a run, get some momentum maybe? Maybe they're a little bit too close for comfort.
That's the thing, they want to build up enough momentum to get past, don't they? And if you're too close, you just sort of stall when you get alongside.
Oh, it's weaving around to break the slipstream. It's all legal. It's not a defensive move. At the point, it's just taking whatever line you want. What Brian Holmes is doing. Ronnie Brandon had a brilliant race as well, trying to get through. 23 positions gained for Stellion Chepelevsky, and he's wants to make it 25, of course. Taking victory here. Oh, Holmes, very late on the brakes. He manages to get it stopped, get it turned in on time. An awesome battle going on as well, I've got to point out, between Hefford, Helgeson, everybody behind them, Alex, but got to be looking at the front now, I think. McIntyre's up to 6th, Alex. At least he was at the end of the last lap, so it could be crucial for McIntyre, absolutely crucial for him.
Yeah, definitely. He just needs to stop the points being just drained completely by Holmes. Holmes having really good meetings so far. If McIntyre can come in 6th, that'll be just what he needs. He's got that 80-point gap.
Tell you what though, for McIntyre, 14 positions gained now. It now turns a good race into a very good race. And depending on what happens at the finish here, just got 4 corners to go. Depending on what happens here, mate, Holmes could be down to 3rd and McIntyre could only finish 3 places behind him. So McIntyre will be rooting for Stelian Chepelewski and Johnny Brandon. Here they go then, final lap. I think he's done enough, Brian Holmes, Alex. It could be. Could well be too much of a gap.
Yeah, I think you might be right here.
It's going to be close.
5 tenths. I mean, it's a lot. I think it's going to need Stelian to almost get up to him and give him a shove.
He might do that. Might give them both the chance. He's going to have to push him. Oh, it's going to work. I think it's going to work. It's going to be extra close. Holmes pushes up the circuit, trying to cover him off. And it's Brandon. Wow.
That was so close. It looked to me like it was Holmes, to be honest. But yeah.
Oh.
What's the official timing on that one? Oh my God, they're like 4 wide back, further back. Look at this! 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th.
Oh,
they're 5
wide. Over the line they come. That was...
Who was that trying to squeeze in, trying to make that 5 wide behind? They didn't quite make it, but yeah, 4
you know
wide.
What? I think Thorstein Helgeson lost 6 places on that final lap. 5 places maybe. It was McDonald, Hefford, Wright, Deemer, Baxter, Helgeson, Stevens, Barry and McCarran. The gap between all those drivers I've just read out, 1 second. So, that was brilliant. It was very close between Thompson, Lundgren and Roberts as well. Davies and King were very close at the end too. Sorry, Davies and Whitehead, sorry. Very close together, but what a great finish. That was a similar finish to race 1. And yeah, it was an awesome finish. And Johnny Brandon takes the win, 21st on the grid. He'll be very, very happy indeed with that. Brian Holmes in 2nd place, doing his championship no harm at all. Stelian Chepelewski in 3rd, Adam McNally 4th, David Waldock in 5th, Adam Hedgecock in 6th, Jack McIntyre, championship leader, still the championship leader in 7th place, John McDonald 8th, 9th for Steve Hefford, Max Wright 10th, Lee Deemer 11th, Stephen Baxter 12th. Thorstein Helgeson, as we said, 13th, dropped down at the end, but still 18 positions gained for him. Kip Stevens in 14th, Michael Barry in 15th, as I think the police cars just performed a pit manoeuvre on someone, potentially. 17th, Josh Thompson. 18th, Robert Lundgren. John Roberts in 19th, Jörg Dankert 20th, Andrew Whitehead 21st, Nathan Davies 22nd, Mark King 23rd, Adam Broughton Grant 24th was the last car on the lead lap. Craig Jones was 1 lap down in 25th, so if it is a full, he'll get the reverse grid pole. And then Cesare Rizzo, Stuart Atkinson, Anwar Smith, Carl Hardy, Chris Daines, Gareth Hickling, Greg Giles, Michael Evdoka, and Peter Van Gool were the cars more than 1 lap down and retired from the race. So, yeah, Alex, what's the reverse grid wheel going to say? I mean, I tell you what, one thing that I haven't really noticed tonight, I know it's a bit of a bit poor for me to not notice that, but we had nearly 50 cars last week, didn't we? And we've only got 34 this time.
Yeah, a bit of a shame, isn't it, for the last week? Yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. Right, let's give that a spin.
But it means that there's more chance for a fall, isn't it? Because the reverse grid wheel's going to be high number.
Yeah, that's it. It's going to be a fall this time, though. 22nd, I think. I don't think it's going to reach a fall. It's going to be close, but nah, quite comfortably 22nd in the end.
And Nathan Davis goes on to pole position. He was round in the first corner, so he'll be happy with that result. Andrew Whitehead 2nd, Jörg Dankert 3rd, John Roberts 4th, and Robert Lundgren is going to be in 5th place. So we'll see how they get on when we return in the BSR MX5 Showdown. We've only got 2 races to go this season.
We'll be right back. I can't believe the night lay waste to all we'd given. But honestly, you've gotta know that this ain't living. But we could run from Elysium and let it burn, let it burn. You've gotta know that nothing lasts forever.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Truex in the outside, contact made. 56 slides it into 4. Who's going to be into the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Welcome back to the BSR MX5 Showdown, and we've reached the showdown, the final rounds of the season. We've just got 2 more races to go here, and they come to you from the Daytona International Speedway. And we've had 2 great races already tonight. I'm Andrew Woodhouse with Alex Simpson, and Alex, we don't expect anything other than a photo finish here today, but we still get excited when we see just how close it is at the end.
Yeah, I think 2 really good races. And yeah, I think we're going to be in for it again. I mean, the most exciting part, I think, was that ridiculous 8-car pack that was separated by 1 second. Sort of the second pack that was just just nuts.
Oh.
So what we want really is that for the lead in this one, just to really go crazy.
We could well get it as well. With of course, the reverse grid is in play as it is for every single round apart from the first one. And Jack McIntyre leads the way from Kip Stevens in second, with Brian Holmes in third in the championship. Gap's fairly high, Alex, isn't it? 55 points, I believe, and 68.
Yeah, so I mean they've come down, but at this point I really feel like it's going to have to take a DNF from McIntyre to allow one of the other guys in here. He's just sort of going about his business, getting good results in the races, and that'll be enough to keep him just ahead. Holmes looks like the one who's been able to make up all the points this meeting, but it's only been 20 so far over 2 races. You know, another 20 gets him down to about 40 points, so he's pretty comfortable, McIntyre. So he's going to need to, like I say, it's going to need to be a DNF. So we'll keep an eye out and hope that, you know, for him that doesn't happen. Yeah, or you know, he finishes right at the back again. That might make it quite interesting, I suppose.
Well, let's take you through the sloping starting grid then. Nathan Davis on pole, Andrew Whitehead second, Jörg Danker in third, John Roberts fourth, Robert Lundgren fifth, Josh Thompson sixth, seventh McCarron, eighth Barry, ninth Stevens, and 10th is Helgeson. Then Baxter, Demo, Wright, Hefford and McDonald make up the top 15. Race 2 winner Johnny Brandon starts 22nd. Here we go. Red lights are on here at Daytona. The green light is on and the penultimate round of the season's underway. Some good starts at the front. A very good start by Nick McCarron, who's coming through as well. He started on the 4th row of the grid and he's up to 5th place. That's good stuff from him. Davies leads into the first corner. He goes a bit wide, the Welshman, but he brings it back to the apex. Let's see as they flash through turns 1 and 2.
Better
like everybody's okay, yeah.
Yeah, better start this time.
Pretty wide in the background though. I don't think that's going to end too well. Oh, that, I think it's just light contact I could hear.
Yeah, I heard something, but yeah, I couldn't see anything. So
Kip Stevens now finds himself, Alex, the closest championship challenger to Jack McIntyre, and starts within the top 10. Got a good chance of a good finish here.
Only 5 places between them at the moment. That's really what we need to be looking at. Kip's the one who has the chance. He didn't really need what happened in that last race where he was in a strong position and then spun off.
Yeah, well, I think he was trying too hard, to be honest, into the bus stop. Oh, crash. Well, small contact anyway.
Yeah,
it was
just a bit of rubbing at the minute. Everything's okay. Oh, that was very close between Atkinson and Carl Hardy as well, coming onto the oval section.
Getting closer as well, because Hardy's drifting up the circuit slightly. Oh no! Well, that was stupid. That was really stupid. Fool Hardy, so to speak, I think, that time. He could see Atkinson was there, and he kept moving up and moving up and moving up, and eventually just turned across him.
Yeah, this.
Wouldn't be making any best of compilations, is it?
No, let's go on board with Atkinson and watch that back on a replay. Yeah,
I mean, I'd like to be.
He's right there, and he's still just trying to come out. So.
Does he just basically go, all right, like one of those drivers on the motorway that goes, I'm changing lanes whether you like it or not, type thing?
But I mean, Atkinson.
Steve Hefford, look.
He was like, well, you can come out if you want, but you know, you're the one that's vulnerable.
There's only one place you're going to end up. Yeah, exactly. That was the wall.
Oh, to the lead then. Big crash. That's the two boosted cars getting together. Whitehead.
That must be Whitehead and Roberts.
And, yeah, and Roberts. And, it's kicking off after that as well.
You know what? Did he hit the My Little Pony car on the inside? Did he hit, was it Davis that got a bit of Whitehead?
Oh, God. Oh, my word.
Davis is off now. Hefford's off. He's back on.
There's loads that are off.
Hang on, is there a big one?
There was a big one.
What happened? I didn't see anything.
Well, I think it's just...
Gareth Hickling's in the wall, right?
It's just sort of aftermath trying to miss Whitehead and that, and then everybody just spun out and
about 10 cars involved.
Go back.
Yeah, I'm going to say that was a sizable one. Honestly, didn't see it. I was looking at the very front of the race where people were going off onto the grass, having minor scrapes.
I love the fact that they hit each other at 2 miles an hour as well, you know, trying to recover. It's just like everyone's scrambling.
Meanwhile, Alex, leading is Josh Thompson and Nathan Davis alongside. Oh dear, these two don't like each other, do they?
They're not best of friends,
buddies.
are they?
Hefford! Oh no, he's surely not going to go around the outside here, is it? Thompson under braking, really struggling to keep control of that car.
Steve, if you've got any sense, you let them knock each other off the circuit.
Davis is going to have him. Something's going to happen here, isn't it? I think.
Who did we lose in any of that massive craziness? We didn't lose McIntyre.
Who haven't we lost?
Yeah, and we haven't lost Kep either. So.
Oh, here we go. Alex 3 wide for the lead. Sorry to interrupt, but Hefford's going up to the top line. Putting a lot of faith in Thompson and Davis. I'm not sure I'd have this much faith in those two. No offence, boys. Oh, look at that. That was so close over the line. Oh! What was the 0 timing score? Steve Hefford was in the lead, and Davies hits Thompson. Hefford's trying to go around the outside. Baxter
sneaks up the inside. That's good.
Surprise, gentlemen. Even Baxter, look at that. A wild boosted car appears. It was super effective.
Yeah, very, very good from Baxter.
Up the inside goes Baxter. Up into second place. They can chase. Oh, Hefford's gone. Hefford's lost it. Oh dear.
Very easy to do that, actually.
Oh,
you'd think you'd be able to sink the shoe in this car, but you really can't.
Sinking ship for Hefford, I'm afraid. Thompson's driving the wheels off it to desperately try. I think he's overdriving it, trying to get a gap, Alex, because he knows it's futile to try and get away, really.
Yeah, and even just down this little straight, there's enough slipstream just to close up 1/10 of a second there. Bit deep for Baxter. Oh, and Davis just a little bit squirrely on the way out.
Getting all kinds of sideways there, Nathan Davis. Jörg Danker is in 6th place. Starting in 3rd. Then it's Stelly and Chepelewski, Alex. He's kind of on his own. 3 seconds behind cars in front. 3 seconds in front of Brian Holmes.
There's Holmes, so yeah, doing a good job. Again, going to catch up some points on McIntyre.
Shep is in no man's land, though, isn't he? Let's face it.
Yeah.
Well, he's getting there, isn't he? He's quick.
1.2 seconds coming out of the bus stop. So yeah, he will get some slipstream off of Danker and Roberts, who are ahead.
He's getting 2.5 seconds on this battle, on this one lap. Danker looks like he's suffering with the straight line speed. Look at that.
Yeah, nothing.
Through goes Cheppy, like Danker standing still. Although he's going to come back on him.
Baxter to the lead for the start-finish. A lap on the books for him.
Oh.
Thompson takes the high line and try and sweep around the outside. Davis still there.
Still less than a 10th between first and second.
McCarron's still having a good job from his good start as well.
Roberts tried to lean on Cheppy a little bit. Was that some hedge cut? No, it wasn't. I saw a car off to the side. I think it might have just been glitch or something. Oh, a car flash on the inside line. Now, top 4 separated by less than a second. It's Baxter, it's Thompson, it's Davies, it's Nick McCarron in 4th place. McCarron, who made a tremendous start from 7th on the grid to get up into 4th, and he's pretty much stayed there ever since. This is a close battle now, Alex. We're half race distance basically. 3.5 laps in, and this is going to run and run, I think.
Yeah, all the way to the finish line, I'm pretty sure. Don't want to look further back, see if there's any other battles that we haven't seen. So, Michael Barry was right on the tail of McIntyre, but poor exit there. Oh, who's that just spun? That's Mark King, and he collected Lee Deemer.
And they just, sorry mate, they just went 3 wide for the lead again. Baxter dropping down to 3rd. Thompson getting a great bus stop chicane, but unfortunately, I think, Alex, it just means that slipstream for everyone else is just going to be stronger.
Yeah, I mean, this might give him a bit of a judge to see what he needs to do. You know, can he hold on to this? Oh,
look at that
lead.
Effective bump drafting there, Alex.
Yeah, not when they bump draft. No chance.
But that is tricky to do during a corner. Best of times, especially in this Mazda MX-5 rear-wheel drive, of course.
Yeah, cars aren't even designed to sort of hook up like that, are they? So, not like the old NASCARs used to.
Well, the 2-car tango is proving effective, but it will be dancing the victory dance at the end of this. Could it be Nathan Davis? It could well be. He's starting on pole position. Welshman and ahead of Thompson now, and Baxter. I've been quite impressed so far that they've behaved themselves, Alex. They've only hit each other once.
Well, the race is young. Still 3 laps to go.
Yeah, and I reckon it's coming. Thompson's aggressive against Davis. It's a bit of bad blood between them. Oh, that's wide. That's extremely wide. He's going to lose 2nd here as well.
Yeah, Baxter through. Thank you very much, he says. I'll take that place back.
You keep it though, Stephen Baxter, or can he even do one better? Take the lead away from Davis. He gets a good drive there. It's a bit deceiving there, Alex. The car on the inside gets a really good run always, but in the end, taking the high line allows the car to just be opened up a little bit more, get a bit more speed. It's kind of even, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. You know, you can take the short route if you're trying to get a position maybe, and you've got somebody down there that you can draft.
Oh. I was going to say, is Baxter close enough for a move into the bus stop chicane? He is. He gets a nudge from Thompson. That's not. He might not appreciate that in the braking area, but Baxter's through into the lead with the assist by Thompson.
Yeah, gets the car stopped.
Plus their teammates in the BSRTC at Fanatec.
That's it. Gets a purple sector through the bus stop.
There you go. To the top is Davies. Above the road markings there, that indicates the danger area, really, the high line. 3rd line on this course here at Daytona. We're 3 wide, and Nick McCarron backs out of the throttle. I think that's sensible driving. Oh, who's going to be... Well... Oh,
not sure who would have got that one.
Well, the computer had to think about that. It was Davies by 0.004 of a second, just 2 laps to go. Could well have a photograph on the final lap. So yeah, the computer did not know either. I think Davies round the outside at this first right-hand hairpin. Oh, he's gone off. He's gone wide. That's 2nd gone. That's 3rd gone.
And McCarron with opportunity now. Fantastic start. Put him in this strong position.
Out of trouble.
Yeah, he's just been able to hold with the lead pack, hasn't he?
But he's quick in this car, Nick McCarron. Definitely got the pace here. Thompson's hanging it all out. He really is going for it, 100%. Try and break clear, but it's almost impossible to do. The only chance I think you have, Alex, maybe, is if you're in front in turn 1, is to really nail that first sector. Got half a chance, as Stelin Shepelewski did on lap 1 of race 1, but...
I think if you can get to a 2nd out, you can hold on to it, you know?
Might be a 2.5 seconds, I reckon.
But anything less than...
Here we go then.
Davis
ultimate lap.
attacking McCarron.
And McCarron doesn't want any of that. I don't blame him either. That's a clever strategy by Nick. Because that means, mate, he can nail the exit coming through here.
Stellion's joined these guys. He's been absolutely fantastic lap times of late.
Unbelievable stuff by Stellion Chepelewski, brilliant. And Brian Holmes has closed in on Chepelewski by 1.8 seconds as well. He was 3 seconds behind him at one stage. So, where is Holmes?
Oh, Baxter bump drafting Josh now, trying to keep these guys away from him. Is it working? No, it's not. They're coming.
They'll know that Stellion's close as well, though, won't they? Be able to see him probably now. Davies thinking about the long way round. Oh, contact Baxter into Thompson. Thompson's around and Chepelewski. Oh, he nearly gets them all. He gets one. He's going to get Davies as well, his touring car teammate. He does. Is he going to go for all of it? Oh, he hits Baxter. Pushes Baxter wide. Davies goes up the inside of Stellion. And Chepelewski nearly loses the car. Good save with the Oculus Drift. Alex, that might have been a little bit hairy with the VR.
Yeah, I mean, you can steer into him though, can't he? That much easier, I think. Yeah. You can feel the car going a little bit more.
Possibly that immersion might be what saved him.
Yeah.
Oh, Holmes is there.
Just when he needed to be.
Holmes is on the group. He was 7 seconds behind it. Just 3 laps to go. And Brian Holmes still has a chance to win this race. Extraordinary. But who is going to win the race, Alex? I wouldn't like to put any money on this.
No, I got no idea.
Davies to the top. Chepelewski follows. McCarron in the middle. And Holmes has the shortest line here. Doesn't really have any slipstream to really, but he's now going to build the speed. He gets towards the bus stop, but he has to settle in behind. Stephen Baxter, good run out the final corner. Holmes goes wide. He'll be hoping he doesn't get a slowdown there, but it's anybody's game then through turns 3 and 4 on the NASCAR circuit. In fact, I think Holmes has got a slowdown. He's out of it completely. So it's Baxter, Davies, Chepelewski, McCarron to the line on the final lap. We're going to see another photo finish. How close is it going to be? It's going to be Davies. Baxter's got nothing. Nathan Davies and McCarron at the last second. He hits Baxter and Davies wins.
Stellion pushing Davies to the front there, really. I think he had an opportunity to jump out, make it 3 wide and see if he could nip it, but actually helped his BSR TC teammate there across the line.
Twice Stephen Baxter has been involved in contacts right at the line.
Oh, another 3 wide for the finish. Oh! That is for about 17th, 18th, 19th. I'm not sure who got that.
Rizzo with Doka, Danes and Barry in that order. 1/10 between them. Amazing. McIntyre, 19th. That won't help him too much, but...
No, but I don't think it will hinder him that much either.
Stevens 11th.
With... Holmes obviously scored a load of points, so I would expect him to jump into 2nd.
It's going to be close, that.
Chip in 11th, so that closes it down. So it's going to go down to the wire, that's for sure.
It's going to be very close for 2nd, I think, more than anything else. But what a performance by... I mean, great win by Davies, absolutely fantastic. But what a performance by Chepelewski and Holmes, really, to all that back. Because you think on a track like this, where there's such defined slipstream impacts, that they would have had no chance. You know, one bit, like I said, Chepelewski was 4.5 seconds off the lead. Holmes was 7.9 seconds off the lead. Somehow they made it back. Holmes did get a slowdown. He was trying to go too fast through the bus stop in the end. But you know what? He nearly got to 5th place, and that is a big boost for him. Josh Thompson as well, after being spun around, still finished 6th. So fair play to him. Here we go then. Davies, Chepelewski, McCarron, Baxter, Holmes, Thompson, the top 6. Then it's Roberts in 7th, Danker 8th, Brandon 9th. Sorry, Heffert 9th and Brandon 10th. Stevens in P11, with Peter Van Gool. Then behind him in 12th, David Waldock 13th, Adam McNally 14th. Then the photo finish, Rizzo, Evdoka, Daines and Barry. McIntyre in 19th, 20th, Craig Jones, 21st, Max Wright, and 22nd, Adam Broughton Grant. All the retirements follow. Matt King, John McDonald, Adam Hedgecock, Lee Deemer, Thorstein Helgeson, Andrew Whitehead, Robert Lundgren, Anwar Smith, Gareth Hicklin, Stuart Atkinson, and Carl Hardy, who, sabotaged himself more than anybody else, I think, on that one.
Yeah, I think he did.
Oh, dear. Well, reverse grid time, Alex. Who is going to be the victim? We've only got 22 finishers, so chances are it's going to be, it could be Adam Broughton Grant who's got a good chance.
Let's give it a spin. Final time of the season, then.
Indeed.
Really need a full, don't we, for the final one of the season? Could be. It might just be a small one. 20 seconds so far. It's not going to tick over. 22nd it is. Final time.
That would also be Adam Broughton Grant.
Well,
so I think that settles that then. Yeah. And he will be starting on pole with Max Wright 2nd, Craig Jones 3rd, Jack McIntyre 4th place. Good chance to seal the championship from there, isn't it? Let's face it, Michael Barry in 5th, Chris Daines in 6th. We'll see what happens when we return for the final race of the season in the BSR MX5 Showdown.
I can't believe the night lay waste to all we'd given. But honestly, you've gotta know that this ain't living. But we could run from Elysium and let it burn, let it burn. You've gotta know that nothing lasts forever.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Truex in the outside, contact made. 56 slides it into 4. Who's going to be into the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
The final race of the season in the BSR MX5 Showdown. The night has descended over Daytona, and we're here to bring you all the action from the last blast around this iconic circuit. Andrew Woodhouse with Alex Simpson. And Alex, well, night racing, it's going to add a new dimension to this MX5 championship, and Jack McIntyre, well, he's starting in a good position, isn't he, if he's going to take the title?
Yeah, absolutely. And hello everybody for the final race of the season. It's going to be a good one under the lights at Daytona, and shouldn't affect the cars too much. Obviously there'll be a lot of grip out there once they get the temps up to the operating range that they're after. But yeah, McIntyre leads now with 47 points. So the gap has come down over the course of the night. Holmes only 4 points behind Kip Stevens, so he's going to try and at least get second, and maybe for him, fingers crossed, something happens to McIntyre in this race, causing him not to score any points. It's pretty fair to say the top three are locked in. What order they're going to be, we don't know, but I would say those three are going to finish 1, 2 and 3 in some way. McNally in fourth is 200 points behind. He's just 21 points ahead of John Roberts, so John Roberts has a chance to get fourth in the championship in this one as well. And looking at the team's points going into this, Youth Energy 380 points clear. It would take a miracle for them to drop. Well, no, actually, I don't think they can drop now, aren't they? Top three cars score. So I think at this point we can officially declare Youth Energy as the team champions, followed by My Little Pony in second and Momo in third. So that's the team championship all wrapped up after that race. So it all comes down to the drivers' championship.
Yeah, it does indeed. And like we said, a good starting position for McIntyre, and a reasonable one, isn't it, for Stevens? And Holmes not so much, but you know, again, I think it's going to be closer for second place, isn't it? I think than it's going to be for the win. But again, we've seen how doesn't matter where you are in this field tonight around this circuit, you are in a bit of danger.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think for Jack, I mean, he can't drive this race like he's won it, because he hasn't at this point. It's still mathematically possible for him to lose it, and so he needs to drive with an air of caution out there.
He needs to try and get a lead, but it's going to be tough, isn't it?
Holmes needs to win, nothing short. Basically, needs to catch as many points as he possibly can up, and yeah, same for Kip really, just in case, you know, McIntyre does slip up. What the guys will be a little bit gutted about is that there isn't 50 cars here today, because even if you know, there was an issue for McIntyre, but he still finishes, but he finishes in like 48th or something, then they could catch up the points possible.
No, they can't. Yeah.
But that's not that with only 33. It's just not doable. So it's going to require a DNF from McIntyre, or 2 laps down, for them to come through. So should still be a good one though.
Here we go then, final race of the season. Adam Broughton Grant is on pole for it, and Max Wright is in second with Craig Jones in third, Jack McIntyre fourth, Michael Barry fifth, Chris Dane sixth, Michael Evdocker in seventh, Cesare Rizzo eighth, Adam McNally ninth, David Waldock in 10th. Then let's have a look at the championship contenders then. Kip Stevens in 12th, and Brian Holmes starting in 18th place. Watch out as well for Stelian Chepelevsky, who's been very strong indeed tonight. We go then. The green light is all out. Broughton Grant almost body checks Max right into the wall, and Jack McIntyre is into the lead.
Well, that's what he needed.
Oh my word. Well, if there was ever a perfect start, Alex, then Jack McIntyre has just... Oh, Barry has been hit by Rizzo, and they're all crashing in the middle here. Look at that. I think it's roof. Okay. The track just about not blocked, but
McNally out. That could have consequences for him, because obviously he's only a few points ahead of John Roberts.
I think that was very close to a safety car, mate. That was
yeah.
Always a tough area of the course. Oh, up the inside. Who's that?
Evdoker.
Evdoker. Going through on Craig Jones. into second place from Evdoka. Where did he start? 7th. That's a good opening lap for him. Oh, he's made a bit of a mistake. He runs wide. Here comes Jones again. And look at this.
2.1 seconds. There's more contact further back. Peter Van Gaal around, coming onto the oval section.
Stevens out, Alex. Stevens is out.
That's Kip pretty much third place guaranteed then.
Stevens is out and Brian Holmes has crippling damage. He's crabbing all over the course. He's not going to finish the race, Alex. I don't think.
That might not necessarily mean that Kip might even hold on to this then in second place. Brian needs to stay within 2 laps of the leader if he's going to at least jump Kip for this one.
Do we know what on earth happened to Brian Holmes and Kip Stevens?
Jump it back because it's quite important. It's only the first lap, but let's jump it back and see if we can see.
We've got to see it, I think.
It's already happened at this point. Right. Watch it back from the start.
I imagine it was exactly where the others came to grief.
Yeah, quite possible. Holmes obviously right in the middle, wasn't he? He was 22nd, so. Oh, I'm not. Sorry. Let's try that again. Without the overlay system messing me up. Right, here we go. Holmes just behind the Radicals car of Thompson. The outside. Where did the carnage start? It's already happened. You see him go into each other. He's just going to spit to the outside and he's got nowhere to go. And he just runs into him. You're right, probably could have called a safety car, but as soon as we would have...
It was close,
it wouldn't have affected anything, to be fair. By the time we called it, they'd have already hit each other.
I think it was, yeah, I think it was close. There weren't that many cars in the middle of the road, I don't think, though. On that
1 seconds out front, then. Well,
they did get it down to 1.7, and I thought it might be curtains for McIntyre. However, Chris Danes now pushing Evdoka, and that'll be a problem for McIntyre.
That's what they need to do to work together, I think. You know.
Here's Broughton Grant coming onto the scene.
The minute they battle, they're going to lose him completely.
But again, you've got to get this bump drafting right. You've then got to get the corners right, because it's all right bump drafting, isn't it? And they've gained over half a second there, mate, just in that one bump draft, I think. I think it's down to 1.2 now.
Yeah, Doka with a good bus stop chicane there as well. 1.5 now, 1.4. So they've got the
draft
2-3 kilometers an hour faster in a straight line as well. So nothing McIntyre can do. He's been caught,
and he has been caught. And I know it sounds silly, doesn't it, when 1.5 seconds apart. His only hope now, for the win at least, is that these guys crash into each other.
Yeah, well, they're having a little battle, which is not kind of what they want to do.
Sorry, as in his
not
only...
yet, anyway. Next lap, maybe.
His only hope for staying out in front on his own is for these two to crash into each
other.
Absolutely, yeah. He's definitely still can win the race, but it's odd to say, isn't it, that a driver's been caught when he's still over a second clear, but that's just how Daytona is. Side by side, I can see in the background, I think...
Anwar Smith and Gareth Eckland side by side, and there's something
exactly
else a bit further up as well. Baxter and Hefford as well, they're doing it. And who else is there? Nathan Davis and Max Wright side by side. So lots of battling going on out there right now.
Yeah, very interesting out there then, based on those names.
Holmes is still going, so he's going to try and at least get to the finish. He wants that P2. Can't get the win, but he'll happily take second.
He can still... Well, no, he can't, can he?
We could. I mean,
if
these guys catch up Jack and take him out and crippling damage, and that's it, we're done. You know, and he's more than 2 laps down. Well, you know, I would think Holmes is going to score enough points where he is to jump him. So it's not over it. Oh, Robert Lundgren, boosted car around.
I think Holmes will score at least 65 points there, won't he?
Yeah. So still.
I imagine that was something to do with. Yeah, it was. It was something to do with Lee Deemer. Have a look. Lundgren, he launches it up the inside, loses control, hits Deemer. And, yeah, off.
McIntyre took a lot of the inside curb there, gets away with it, no slowdown. We've seen Holmes get one there tonight, so it is easy to do.
I think it's almost a certainty, Alex, that Johnny Brandon's going to catch the front three as well, because he's just so much quicker than everyone else.
Yeah, 2:09.0, so half a second a lap on his own.
He'll get there. He'll definitely
now
get
starting
there.
to battle as well now at the front.
McIntyre's goose is cooked in terms of the lead he had. In fact, he wasn't even leading the race on the previous lap. If Docker actually got the lead, McIntyre got it back. Of course, he's still trying McIntyre for every point he can, Alex, because he doesn't exactly know what. Well, I suppose if he just needs to finish the race, really. But
yeah, exactly. And if he beats Brian and Kip, then he knows he's yeah, he's fine.
Just a race finish will do it, but he wants to win.
Or his teammates would have told him the situation.
He cannot afford to retire, and he cannot afford to have contact with Chris Daines. He definitely cannot afford to do that.
Love the way the cars look under the lights. They just pop out so much better, don't they?
Yeah. Night racing has been a great addition to iRacing. Now we just need somewhere in between, but they are working on that.
Well, yeah.
They are actually doing that, so that is going to be soon. That's not an ironic soon. That's a that's a soon.
That's not a hashtag soon.
That's a soon. Now, Adam Broughton Grant, he had probably the worst start in the history of motor racing early on. The completely ice hockey checked Max right into the boards, as it were. But he's still in 4th place, Alex, and he's still with this group. Still has a chance to win the race.
Yep, and he got lucky, really, didn't he, at the start? Because could have ended up in a big mess straight away.
That was it was good by Max Wright to avoid that actually as well, because I probably wouldn't have done, to be honest. I wouldn't have seen it coming.
Well, you're worried about just getting off the line yourself, aren't you? That's the thing.
Oh yeah, you don't want to spin the car, especially on a planting grid like this. So it's McIntyre back into the lead, Evdoka in 2nd, Daines in 3rd, Broughton Grant in 4th, and it's going to be interesting to see what the gap is between McIntyre and chasing pack. Well, sorry, not McIntyre, Broughton Grant and the chasing pack of Brandon.
Well, it was a slow lap that time because Davis just got past him, so he lost a bit of time with that. Davis with a
oh my word,
2:09.5.
McIntyre was leading, Alex, coming out of the bus stop. He's now 4th.
It's crazy, isn't it? Crazy.
And now Broughton Grant's going for it all around the outside. He's never going to make that. It just doesn't work. Too many marbles.
I think you might be on a replay still, mate.
Oh, sorry. Balls.
It's just been one of those evenings.
It has, mate. It has. It was a good replay, though. I've said that. A very good replay. Dear me. I'm tired. So we've got. But Evdoka is now. He's pulling away slightly, actually.
Yeah, they've reached the straight though, so it's all going to come back. I think. Let's bring the speeds up and have a look. So
yeah, I don't know why I'm getting
1 or 2k at the moment. It's just gradually coming higher and higher. 3, 4Ks. So.
And of course, what this is doing as well is it's bringing Daines into play. It's bringing McIntyre into play as well. Again, as they're gaining even more in the slipstream, they're getting a bit of a double slipstream effect.
2.8 seconds, or 2.5, sorry, the chasing pack now, so they might come into play on this one as well.
It was 3.5, wasn't it? So yeah, it's coming down. Just 2 laps to go at the end of this one.
And I'm not sure why Evdoka went up the top. Let Adam Broughton go and have it, but
maybe he's just checking something out, maybe seeing whether this works for the finish.
Yeah, can
you
he
know
get
what
the run
he's
back
doing? He's got the side draft. Look at that. How close is that over the line? 12 thousandths. And I think that was just the old dress rehearsal, wasn't it?
Yeah. See if
From
there's an
Docker.
opportunity to go around the outside and do it that way.
Everyone is out of shape and out of control through there. They're really wringing every single ounce of performance out of this MX-5. Danes into Broughton Grant. McIntyre stamped on the brakes like his life depended on it.
Yeah,
You saw
just
how
about got it stopped.
He didn't care. He just hammered the brakes.
Yeah, he could see that coming, couldn't he? McIntyre's like, nope, I'm not getting involved in that.
Just
What that has done is 1.4 seconds to Stellion now, so it has let that. Oh, there's a bit of contact again.
That was Docker and Danes again. Slight issues. Chepelevsky's here. And Dave, and he's bringing some friends.
That's it, yeah.
Davis,
Brandon and Wright.
So this is now an 8-car pack. Let's make no bones about it. This is no longer a 4-car scrap. It's an 8-car scrap. Not really a scrap for Max Wright at the minute. He needs to. He's quite a way away from the leader, but he's attached to this pack now. He's in the slipstream. Chepelevsky is there. He does have the slipstream, Alex. I can confirm that.
Just, but yeah, he has got it. He's got
Crazy,
the highest speed out of all of them as well.
Crazy in a car like this, isn't it? How you can get so much slipstream from so far back.
That's not good.
That's Broughton Grant, and that's into Brandon, and Wright copped it as well. Well, that's now a 5-car pack now.
That was, yeah. Adam was just holding on, trying to hold on to something that he was never going to hold on to there. Just take the off track and get the slowdown.
I think he took the off track, but
yeah.
I think he didn't want to.
He just tried to get back on, didn't he? And that caused all manners of mayhem there.
Manner of, everything really. And you know what? That could have so easily been McIntyre, couldn't it?
Oh, it could have been.
Is Brian Holmes still going? I think he is, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's still there.
Still on the lead lap. Amazing.
Yeah, he's 10 seconds elapsed off pace, but
it doesn't matter. That's all he needs.
No, exactly. With only such short races, it's more than he needs.
And I don't think really now that that's happened and the crash has taken place, or McIntyre almost ran into the back of Danes. I was going to say what Jack should probably do. He's just dropped behind Davies and just stay.
It's last lap. He can't be 2 laps down. Go for it, son. You can't lose at this point. There's not enough points for.
That's a good point.
For Holmes, is there? Kip is out of it. He's got nothing to lose right now. He's scored the points he needs. He is the champion with 1 lap to go. So go for the win, son.
I'm glad one of us is awake. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, you're right. I didn't factor that in because, of course, it doesn't. You'll still score points for being a lap down. It's not like Formula 1. It's not like other sports where you retire from the race, you get no points.
Go on board with him as well.
He's hitting
See what he
Danes.
does.
He's hitting Danes through the. Oh my god! And look how hairy it is, Alex. On board.
He's had to get off the gas as well.
Look how hairy this is. Got car to his outside. Chepelevsky lets him through.
He's taken your advice, unfortunately.
Off goes
Well,
Danes.
that'll be 1 place back.
Oh, there's a boosted car in the wall. That's Atkinson. That doesn't matter really.
Go on, Jack. Pedal to the metal, son.
What can he do? Delian Chepelevsky's in front of him. Is he going to nudge the Bulgarian through here? Oh, he's finding it hard to stay with him. Chepelevsky's going to pull out the slipstream here, surely. Where can McIntyre go? It's going to be very, very close, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, McIntyre all the way to the outside. Is he going to get the side draft? He is. Can he win the race? He's going to win the championship.
Oh, he's hit the
Can
red
he get the
limiter.
race? It's going to be so close. And it's a nudge from Evdoka that gives Stellion Chepelevsky the win. The fireworks go off to proclaim a champion and proclaim the end of the season here in the BSR MX5 Showdown. Brilliant. Look at the fireworks, Alex. And
I wish I could. Give me a camera.
they're somewhere. They are indeed somewhere. If you go on board with the car coming through turn 1, you'll see them. Maybe Jörg Danker as he comes through. So you'll be able to see the fireworks when he comes. There you go.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Go.
Max, oh Max Wright! I'm just on board with Max Wright waiting. Don't know what's going on with him.
Is he still trying to finish the? He's still trying to finish the race. Ah! Oh no! What's happened? Oh dear!
Like he's got 3 wheels on it. Oh, the fireworks have stopped as well.
3 wheels on his wagon. He gets across the line. Jack McIntyre is the winner of the championship. Stallion Chepelewski wins the race. And again, Alex, what an effort from Cheppy. 21st on the grid. And he gets there. He was absolutely nowhere, but once again, just the sheer pace that he had.
Yeah, great drive.
Never mind the slipstream. You saw the qualifying pace that he put in, and he made good use of it to get to the front.
Where is Jack? He's brought it back to the pits already. There's no celebrations going on. He's champion and he's not doing donuts. There's something wrong. He lifted on the final lap.
Rubbish.
Oh.
Well, take you through the finishing order for the final time then this season. Stallion Chepelewski takes the win by 0.016 seconds ahead of Jack McIntyre, who is the champion of the BSR MX5 Showdown. Michael Evdoka in 3rd, with Nathan Davis in 4th, Chris Daines in 5th, and Stephen Baxter in 6th. 7th was Johnny Brandon ahead of Josh Thompson, with Anwar Smith in 9th and Nick McCarron in P10. Gareth Hickling was 11th, Thorsten Helgesen 12th. 13th for Andrew Whitehead, 14th for Rafe Cullinan. I don't think Rafe was in. Did he only do 1 race?
Yeah, I didn't see him in all of them. So
well, 14th
either that or he's just not featured at all.
14th it is. Lee Deemer in 15th. Jörg Danker at 16th. 17th for Joe McDonald. Carl Hardy in 18th. 14 positions gained there. Mark King 19th. 20th Robert Lundgren. 21st Max Wright. 22nd Brian Holmes caught up in the accident early on. That put paid to his title chances. But let's face it, Alex, he wouldn't have done it anyway. Michael Barry 23rd. John Roberts 24th. Peter Van Gool 25th. And then Broughton, Grant, Atkinson, Waldock, Hefford, Jones, Stevens, Rizzo and McNally.
Yeah, great little end to the season actually. Good race. I'm happy for Jack to have a good strong race as well. It wasn't like he just tootled around at the back there just to pick it up.
Never great to see a champion win a race, is it, when they haven't had a good race or they've had a retirement or something like that. But yeah, for them to come through and finish on the podium, it's 2nd place.
Question is he going to come and talk to us?
Well, that's it. We've only got time to speak with 1 or 2 drivers tonight, so we'll see if Jack McIntyre can come and have a word. We would like him to, of course. Have a little go on to the. I
suppose we better go and check out the fact that Baxter and Roberts.
What about them?
Just they're the ones destroying their cars out there at the minute.
Ah!
So, and there it's over and done with. Just as we get there. Not much left of that boosted car.
I know, not at all. At all. Obliterated. I think on that one. Have a look. Have the points been updated, I wonder?
They have indeed. So Brian Holmes, McIntyre from Brian Holmes. So Holmes up to 2nd place, 83 points behind in the end, and then Kip Stevens in 3rd. John Roberts managed to sneak 4th. So pretty critical that McNally retiring on the this race as well. So, but yeah, all in all, pretty close. And the teams, just as they said, there was a last-minute change in the top 5, and that was Team Matt moved up to 5th, knocked Automech, not killed down.
I'm not sure the Automech boys were here, were they?
No,
tonight?
I didn't see any of them either. And of course, this is all provisional as well. There's obviously protests and things like that could be filed, so there might be some last-minute change.
Well, the highest-ranking driver who's come to speak to us is Adam McNally, who finished in 5th place overall. Adam, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'd just like to start off by saying well done to Jack. Drove a good race all season. And big thank you to our team. worked really hard to get the win. And Brian for getting third overall. So
second.
Second, was it? Finished second.
Yeah,
even better.
Just sneaked into second.
Even better. And just a big thank you to you for broadcasting and the BSR for hosting it all.
Oh, I mean, congratulations to yourself for fifth in the drivers. Congratulations to the team. How did you approach this season then? Because it looked like you still got involved in a few minor scrapes along the way.
Yeah. Well, it's a case of trying to make up as many positions as we can, but just try and finish, really. As long as we've got 3 drivers inside the top 15, maybe even top 20. It's just allowed the other drivers to push on if we were further back.
Yeah, and it's that kind of series, really, where you've got to look at the big picture, and we've mentioned this in the past many times, and you know, look at Kip Stevens, for instance. He wasn't really near the front many times in the season, but third overall, and I guess that's the kind of thing that you need to look at, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Finishing races is key, especially in these big fields.
So, what's the plan then for if there's going to be another season? Are you going to be joining in with that?
Yeah, hopefully we run the same team again, go for the season win again.
All right, and hopefully become rich and famous along the way. Adam, thanks very much for joining us in the commentary box, mate.
Right, thanks for hosting.
Congratulations on a good season.
Right, thank you very much.
Adam McNally there, and
and Youth Energy as well. It was worth pointing out that they wrapped up the championship pretty easily, didn't they? So.
Yeah, they did, and not helped by a couple of DNFs, weren't they, for My Little Pony tonight, which didn't really help them at all. The gap in the end, 329 points. Okie dokie, right, let's see.
PC Plod down there. We haven't spoke to him.
Why not?
At all. Sorry, Josh. You've been in a few times this season, so let's get Dave and we'll call it a night.
Unless we get Jack, that is.
Mr. Waldock, thank you for joining us. Welcome to the booth. Can you hear us okay?
Hello, yeah, thank you for bringing me in.
And, well, you've had a fun season, this little showdown series that we put on. And,
yeah. I'm very pleased, actually. I think I got 6th in the end.
Yeah.
Did. Yeah, 280 points behind the leader, so, pretty close to some of the other guys, a couple of races here and there. I mean, you were involved in a couple of crashes. We have to say, we did chuckle when your car got stuffed, but, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, that last race was a bit unfortunate. That I don't know who it was, but they spun and I kind of got sandwiched between it. Just pulled over and ended the race. But these things happen, so I'm not too worried about it.
Been the pun of a few jokes over the course of the season with delivery and whatnot, but I think it was all good fun.
Yeah, I'm doing it in the official race now, so
good.
it's quite funny.
Oh, I bet they love it actually.
Official races, some of them, depending on where they've, and what sort of unscrupulous things that they've done, they look in the rearview mirror and start panicking a little bit, I think. But Dave, it's been good to see you out there on the track this season. Are you going to come back for another one if there is another one?
Yeah, I definitely hope so. I want to just say thank you for hosting and everything. I've had a really good time with it. So thank you guys.
Well, hopefully it's been good fun watching yourself back on the broadcast and seeing the antics of the police car.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, David, and we'll catch you next time.
Okay, thank you, guys.
David Waldock there, and Alex, that pretty much does it for us. Not a bad little season at all. It's been quite fun, hasn't it?
It's been a lot of fun this season. Enjoyed it immensely. I mean, filled in that nice little void, didn't that, where the Renaults left off, and give someone something to do on the Tuesday night, and actually was very, very popular in the end.
All right, excellent. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Thanks to Alex for the streaming. Thanks to Adam Bath as well, who's joined us at various points during the season. But we'll be back next time here on Apex Racing TV, and the next time we will be back will be Thursday night, when the showdown of the BSRTC, the British Sim Racers Touring Car Championship, concludes at this very circuit, Daytona. So 4 races to go in that series, and it's looking like it's going to be a cracker. So from all of us here at Apex Racing TV, it's good night, and we'll see you on Thursday.